welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to share with you all how I like to organize my life, how I like to stay productive as best as I can considering we're in lockdown, and yeah, just like show you all the different things that I like to do in my everyday life on my laptop and like that kind of stuff. Like not necessarily like showing you my everyday life, but this is how I like to organize my life and stay on top of things and all that kind of stuff. So let's just get straight into this. I'm gonna start recording. Okay, so as you guys will be able to see, you'll be able to see my screen on your screen. So first of all, this is my Google Calendar. And this is pretty much how I like to organize my whole life. So I pretty much got like the organization and like scheduling thing all from Sienna Mirabella. I'm obsessed with her. She's literally like my queen. I've watched her for years and years and years. So props to her, love her. So pretty much this is what my Google Calendar looks like. So when you look over to the left, there's a bunch of different calendars. So each one, obviously you'll be able to see on the layout here, means a different thing. So pretty much I'll go through every single one of them and kind of explain what each one means and how I organize it, I guess. So the first one is the schedule, and that pretty much is just like literally scheduled things like appointments and all that kind of stuff, so that I know when I've got them. For example, I've got my naturopath appointment today, so that's obviously scheduled in brown. Then I've got daily routine, which is basically my everyday routine that I like to follow to have structure to my day. So I've got sleep obviously at the top, morning routine, and then I've got a morning reset, which I did yesterday, and all that kind of stuff, my night routine, and sleep. So that's pretty much when I schedule in self-care time for myself in a non self-care way, if that makes sense, like just like my everyday routine. Then I've got Instagram, so this is just like if I have to schedule a post or I've got something upcoming or something like that, that will go under that like sagey green color. Then I've got life coaching, and that's in dark gray. So this is my course that I'm doing at the moment, and I like to schedule in when I want to do my schoolwork just so that I can stay on top of things. So that's life coaching. Then I've got payments, which there's one just up here if you're able to see that. It's very small, but pretty much that's just like if I've got a payment that day, it's kind of just in my calendar just so I know that it's going to be coming out of my account that day. Then I've got podcasts, so that's in like a dark foresty green. So if I have to draft them, record them, upload them up the top here, that's what that one is. Then I've got selfish. So I actually don't have anything selfish in here at the moment because we're in lockdown, but this pretty much is like if I'm going somewhere or I'm doing something for myself, if that makes sense. So if whether I'm going out to dinner with my boyfriend or I am going to the beach, I don't know, if I'm doing something like that, that will go under selfish, just because, you know, we have to be selfish sometimes and put time in for ourselves. But considering we are in lockdown, a lot of my time is just for myself. So then I've got weekly reset, so that's over here. I also do this on Friday, but Friday is quite busy for me, so I mean, I guess I can like put one here before work, but it's kind of hard. And I will get into my weekly reset later on, but yeah. So then I've got work, so that's in this color here. It's kind of a bit hard to tell from morning routine, like the morning routine, daily routine to work, but I don't really know, I can tell the difference, so it is what it is. Then I've got YouTube, so that's just if I need to edit or I need to film, I like to put that in just so that I actually am literally putting aside time to do these things. So yeah, then I've like got my night routine and sleep and everything. So that's kind of like a weekly overview of how I like to organize my week. Obviously there's a lot of gaps and stuff, and you know, I'll probably put in like more, you know, coursework for my life coaching diploma. So I just put that in, if that makes sense. So I like to just time block everything so that I don't lose track of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. So moving on to Notion. Again, my inspiration is from Sienna Mirabella. She's just the queen. I just love her. Anyway, so this is my main overview of my Notion. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So it's just called Life Admin, and I like to have, this is like my main page that, you know, I can look at and I can get a grasp of what I've got to do that day and all that kind of stuff. So weekly schedule over here. Mondays are my weekly reset. Tuesdays I do schoolwork. Wednesdays is content and schoolwork, aka today. So like I upload the podcast today. I'm gonna have to add in content on Tuesday because I record the podcast on Tuesdays and I completely forgot to put that in. But Wednesdays and Thursdays, those are all content and schoolwork, just a balance of both. Friday is life admin, which I'll get into later, as well as weekly reset. Saturdays I usually like to have free, or I'm either working, but this Saturday I've got my course, same as Sunday. And then I've also got a thing just saying like only set appointments for Wednesdays or Fridays, just so that I'm not interrupting with, you know, if I've got a lot of coursework to do and stuff. So that is that. Then you move down, we've got the morning rituals. So this is just like a few things that I like to do in the morning to just keep myself accountable. So we've got drink water, meditate, journal, and clean your space. And then nightly rituals, journal thoughts, meditate, hop off phone, calming beverage, and full bottle of water next to my bed, ready for the morning. So then we go back up to the top, and this is like my weekly priorities. So when I do my like everyday to-do lists, I like to use my Rise and Conquer to-do list planner thing. So this is just on Georgie Stevenson's website. You are able to purchase these. They are so good. I absolutely love mine. It just says like today's a blessing, to do, affirmations for the day, 3 big goals, and your priority list. And it's just like simple, but it's effective and I love it. So that's for my like everyday to-dos, whereas I've got my current week priorities on here. So I organize it under 4 different categories. So I've got schoolwork, so obviously I still have a couple more things to do for that. Then I've got my Zooms on the weekend, my podcast, did that, currently filming the weekly vlog, got to edit the weekly vlog. And then I also have my naturopath appointment today. And then here I've got my habit tracker, so movement, journal, meditate, you know, all the boring stuff. And then here's just like my little mood board of all like my little inspos. I love all these girls so much, and you know, so then we go over here and it's basically just like little tabs that go off onto their own pages. So also down here I also have like routines and stuff, so just like morning, midday, daily shutdown, and evening routine. And then here is like my little tabs, I guess you can call them. Also this template, I got it from Michelle B, but I also customized it a lot to myself. So like I got the habit tracker off her, the routine tracker, and a lot of other things I also bought off her. And also this is like heavily inspired by Sienna Mirabella as well, and like the way she organizes her Notion, I absolutely love it. So I took a lot of inspiration from her as well. So first of all is the weekly reset. So again, heavily inspired by Michelle B and Sienna. So Monday is the weekly reset. Again, as you can see, my weekly reset on Monday was not very productive because I was working on my Notion all day. But basically weekly reset for me is just getting things done. Like, call it your gist day, get your shit together day. So you know, like washing everything. Obviously if you've got like a full house, then you would clean the full house, but I only really have to clean like my bedroom and my bathroom and like that kind of stuff. But you know, obviously I don't have a full house to clean. But then I've got like a little finish up one that just says like light a candle, put on a diffuser, all that kind of stuff. Then actually I did do that, and I did do that. Anyways, then I've got get clear and get current. So this pretty much means you get clear of everything that's like no longer serving you basically, and then you get current, so in the present moment. So get clear, I like to clean my desktop and my downloads folder. I like to clear my inbox, get it down to 0, make sure there's no unread emails, reply to any emails, all that kind of stuff, and also clear out my notes app and my reminders. Then we've got get current. So I like to basically do things that will help me for the upcoming week. So put in anything in my calendar, schedule any appointments, brain dump my to-dos, my content ideas, all that kind of stuff is under get current. And then I have self-care, which is like wash my hair, shower, skincare, face mask, all that kind of stuff. And then on Fridays is my life admin day. So again, this idea is from Sienna and I just love it so much. Like it just works really well, because obviously if you're doing a whole day of cleaning and stuff on the Monday, on the Monday, it's really hard to still try and be able to get, you know, your groceries done, organize, you know, like schoolwork or content or like all that kind of stuff, like whatever job you're in. So I've got a life one, which is just like groceries, and then like do a journal on the week. And then I did those yesterday, so that's why it's ticked off, even though yesterday was a Tuesday. And then I've got organization, so go organize my Notion. So like, for example, put in any of my to-dos, my current priorities, all that kind of stuff. Organize my schoolwork, prioritize it, so put it in my calendar. And then content planning, so all that kind of stuff over there. So that is the weekly reset. And the life admin, which you saw in my weekly schedule. Then I've got the getting things done. So again, my weekly reset is in here. I've also got a trigger list and like an area of focus. So for example, this whole list is literally from Michelle B's and I haven't edited it at all. So it's just basically things that you don't want to do that you should try and get done, but I don't. Anyways, then I've got the monthly and quarterly resets, which again, I haven't really edited this and I don't really follow it, so I'm not too sure if I want to incorporate it into my routine or not. So we're just going to ignore that for the time being. However, I'll go back and we'll get into the master to-do list in a second, but we've got the eat well. So I'm still adding things onto this a lot, like more recipes and everything, but I'm basically just doing a thing where I'm going to try and eat really well for 10 weeks. So week 1, and I basically have just put in day 1 to 7, all the dates, and just tick them off as we go. So just to kind of keep myself accountable. And yeah, and then I've got like a meal planning thing. So, you know, like a smoothie, we've got a recipe over here. And I do want to add more recipes, but oh my god, didn't mean that. Go away. And then again, the recipes are down here and all that kind of stuff. Shopping list, and then there's all different categories that I've got. So why can't I, excuse me, oh here. So gluten-free, because I'm currently going gluten-free. Fruit, veg, non-dairy, herbs and spices, grain, cereals, breads, snacking, baking, condiments, and protein. And then that's if I bought them that week. If not, then I will obviously have to buy them. Then we have the master to-do list. And I love the idea of this. I absolutely love it. So pretty much, this is basically things that, like, I want to say just like long-term things that I just need to get done. And I like to have a context for every single one. So I have some that are obviously waiting, like for example, my birthday lunches and dinners, my hair appointment. We're in lockdown, so I can't do that right now. So it's in the waiting context. and same with like a few other things. And then we've got like things under Instagram, planning, podcast, work, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And then if I tick them, they disappear. And yeah, so like I can show all of them, and you can also create like high priority ones. So if you want to, that's done actually. If you want to like have certain things you're like, okay, I really need to get them done, put it as high priority. And you can also like put it on your live admin page so you can see them every day, all that kind of stuff. And you can also like set due dates for them and all that kind of stuff. And then lastly, we've got the notebook. So this is, I think it was a Thomas Frank template. I think that's where this is from. And again, this is, I got this idea from Sienna Mirabella, but she referred to Thomas Frank. So pretty much, I have different notebooks. So I'm the type of person, I have like literally 700 journals, and I like to just randomly write down things if I come up with ideas or need to just brain dump. This is my place. So personal development, wellness, and career, if I have like ideas for literally anything, I'll like try and categorize them as best as I can, and they go in there. Then this is another brain dump, which is like if I find articles and things that I like, or something that I find really beneficial to my life, I'll just put it in here and link it so I can always refer back to it and all that kind of stuff. So that's all of the little references over here. And then we've got some more things over here. So I've got my podcast content calendar. So this pretty much is how I organize my podcast and time block for recording and whatnot. So we've got, so this is today. Yesterday I did this, so I put it under outlined and recorded, and then I also published it this morning, so I put it under published. But these ones are all upcoming, so they're all under outline and record and upload. So there's also another view here. So this is board view. So you can see what ones I have to outline, what ones I have to record, what ones I have to upload, what ones I have edited. And then over here is recorded, outlined, and published. I don't know what this one is. That can, oh, there's a blank one there. That's why it's there. All right. So yeah, obviously like the ones that I've recorded, outlined, and published, they're hidden in this one, but this is just an easy way of seeing like how I am like going up to date with my podcast. And then here is my content calendar for YouTube. So I've got film, edit, upload, and also uploaded. So again, you can go into the board view and just see which ones I have to film, which ones I have to edit, which ones I have to upload, and then whatever ones are uploaded, it will come up there, but it's just hidden just because it's out of the way. So yeah, that's pretty much how I organize my entire life. Again, highly influenced by Sienna Mirabella, and yeah, I love her so much. She's so inspiring to me. Her podcast, everything about her, I just love it. I just love her. So that is definitely where I got all of my inspiration from. I will try and link as many of the templates as I can down below, but I just have to hope and pray that I can find them. But yeah, that is all I really do in my Notion and my Google Calendar. I hope that that helps you guys with your organization, helps you like try and organize your life a bit better. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one.